Hello guys, welcome to WealthCast by Standard Chartered Bank. Today we're going to be talking about how children can create wealth, or how to help children create wealth. That's right. And to help me shed light on this, please help me welcome Fumi
Hi everyone, I'm Fumi Otibanjo.
and DK.
DK is a DK. Hi everyone.
Well, this is a special episode. It's a Children's Day episode, so I have someone special today. It's my first time ever having to have a co-host who is a child, and I'm very excited to introduce Adeena.
Hi everyone, my name is Adeena and I am here with Mr. Aka to talk about how children can make money or get money.
I love it. Okay, so thank you all so much for joining me on this episode. I believe that you all are here to help myself and Adeena get to understand this better, right?
Yep.
Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, Adeena. So I'm going to be starting with you. So tell us, do you like to make money?
Yes, actually, for my age, I feel like I have a lot of money.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Tell me how much money you have.
If I were to estimate, I have 162,000.
Oh, wow.
Is it?
Wow.
Okay, so wait, where is this money? In your piggy bank, in your account, or
My account.
with your father and your mother?
Well, I actually have an account in the Great Standard Chartered.
Nice.
My dad made an account for me.
Okay.
My dad, Mr. Majid Salako, made an account for me. I think it's called my dream account.
Your
Oh, wow.
gym.
My dream.
Your
account.
dream account.
Yes.
Go
All
daddy.
right.
And and I know I have 162,000. I think my dad gave me $15.
Okay.
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 Are you sure it was your dad?
I think he's the one.
Okay.
So I honestly think I have a lot of money for my age. And now my mom, Miss Olaya Miss Halako, she actually made a business for me. The name of the business is Kugels.
Kugels.
Kugels, yes.
Why Kugels? What is the meaning of Kugels? Where did it come from?
So I actually had the idea of making a business before I came up with the name. The name took a long time to get, but my coding teacher, Miss Ritha, she gave me a nickname. One day, she gave me a nickname called Kugels, and it means cute giggles, because I'm always bubbly and I'm always laughing and jumping. So then immediately she told me the name Kugels, I just knew that was the one.
Wow.
I don't have to go any further. Kugels is the name. So now I have a company called Kugels by
Kugels?
Adeena.
Oh. And so what does Kugels do? Like, what is the service? What is the product?
We make kids clothing.
I think Adeena has told us so much, and I think that that's a beautiful start to the episode. And it's amazing that a kid, 9-year-old, is this smart, has a business, and is very involved with how her business is actually taking off. Of course, with the help of mom and dad. And she did mention something which we're going to go back to, which is the Dream Account, which I know is a product that Standard Chartered actually has. But my first question basically is, it's really amazing to listen and just be like, oh my God, like, yes, we'd love our kids to have wealth. But I think that more parents need to be more intentional about taking actions in making that happen. Now, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. So,
Maslow's hierarchy.
Master is an economist.
how should I say this? How do I simplify it? So there's a man who said that there are ways you prioritize your needs before you get to wants. So you have to have, you've been taught the basic needs of human beings: food,
Yes.
water,
Shelter.
shelter,
Clothing.
Yes.
clothing, right?
Learned that like last.
That's right.
Like 2 times.
Yes. So it's from, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. And so he said, basically, if you know fit chop, you know fit invest.
Is he
How-
Nigerian?
No, he's not.
He's paraphrasing.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Thank you for asking so many questions. I always have to she's always bringing me back sorry. So my question is to Fumi. So knowing Maslow's hierarchy of needs, and you know the way Nigerians are, if I never chop, how I don't conde. How important is it for parents to begin to think and take action on investing for children? And I think that there's a whole separate discussion about investing for yourself, for your family, for your retirement. How important is it for them to start helping or start the action of investing for kids? Because I do know that most parents have to be the ones to take that first initial step and then also teach children.
So you know what? I really admire Adeena because I'm just thinking, if only I had started at her age, I'll be a trillionaire by now, so, and it's really, really important. And I think the awareness is more nowadays for us parents to start investing for the child, because it's not just for the child, it's also for us parents, you're actually taking a lot of burden away from yourself in later years. So if you consciously take the time out to start investing now on a monthly basis, no matter how small, as soon as the child is born, you don't need to wait for when you have so much money. The little amount, no matter how small it is, you can start on a monthly basis. And law of compound interest, the more you invest as you reinvest, you'll be amazed at what you would have in 10, 15, 20 years to come. So it's really, really important that we parents, take that conscious action to invest for the kids. Yes, we will have to use our money, but like you had asked earlier on, what does she do to make money? She can also do certain things to earn her own money. She can do chores. She can get paid for doing chores. She started her business. So it can actually be funds coming from those activities that would form part of the investment, not necessarily us, spending the limited funds that we have to put aside. But no matter how limited the funds are, I think it's so important you put a certain percentage away for the kids. Awesome. And we start now.
And then you mentioned something about, monthly, doing something monthly. I think that sometimes that's basically where the issue is, the clog in the wheel, where people are just like, they're not consistent. They don't have the nature of consistency. So is there a way that in investing for kids, you can just say, take this lump sum. You, the bank, can then begin to take it monthly if possible? Is there any way, or what is the process of having that, easier for people who just want to give a lump sum and then you manage the way that is invested monthly or a lump sum for a couple of years?
Yeah, so we have different ways you can invest, lump sum, monthly. So if you want to, you say, okay, I have this lump sum, take it and invest. We can actually take the entire lump sum and invest for you. However, we also have a plan. I'm sure DK would also speak more on the various investment options that we have. We have a monthly plan which helps the parent or the child to achieve the bit by bit savings. So if the parent funds an account and with the lump sum, you can say, okay, for the next 2 years, 3 years, 5 years, I want to be investing on a monthly basis. And we can be investing for you on a monthly basis from the lump sum. However, we can also take that entire lump sum and invest it at once. And, and we can manage your portfolio for you.
Awesome. DK, the last time we talked, I think we touched on the dream account.
My dream account.
My dream account. And, she did mention that she has a dream account. So what are the peculiarities that make it special for children to have that account? And then she did say also that, her dad had given her $15 in the account. I do know that the bank also gives children that score A's a reward in dollars into their account. So can you clarify what that is?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
If you get an A, the bank actually.
An A in what?
In your school now, in any subject.
In your subject.
If you get an A, the bank rewards
In
you
my
for
school,
it.
honestly think I'm really smart. I want to be a science student when I grow up. I'm really interested in science. Because I think my first award when joining the school has been science. And since that first science, every single time we're doing award assembly, I must collect science.
Wow. So you get an A in science every time?
Yes.
Wow, amazing.
Great.
Well done. But what do you want to be when you grow up?
Like I mentioned before, a vet, a singer, and a dancer.
Wow.
A vet,
3 in
a
1.
singer, and a dancer. You don't want
Almost-
to. You want to be like a TV host or a show host, or like
Maybe I can consider. So
having your own show.
I'm considering being an actor.
Oh.
That's okay.
When you said TV host, before you said it, I honestly thought you were gonna say, "Are you considering being an actor?" Because you're an actor yourself.
Yeah.
In so many movies. I know your movies, but I haven't watched them because most of your movies, because I'm a child, I can't watch them.
I know.
Like, I went on Google to search. I searched your name on Google, Mr. Akanani, and I saw a few of your movies that I've actually seen on Netflix.
But you can't watch.
And there's one of them my parents have watched, My Village People, and I'm not sure. And there was also Becoming Abby. There's actually a question about acting I want to ask.
Please do ask. We'll get back to DK.
Today is Adeena's day.
It's our day. It's Children's Day. Please, yes.
What is your favorite role in any movie that I've ever acted?
Wow. The first question you've asked me. Very tough. I think it would be my role in The Man of God. The Man of God is a movie that I did, a Netflix original. I think that was very exciting.
I like that movie.
Thank you.
What was your character?
So my character had 4 arcs. So the character's name was Samuel. But Samuel, was...
The name Samuel really fits you.
It really?
Yes.
Why?
I don't know, it just fits you.
Okay.
Looking at your name, and I'm pretty sure if I see Samuel on that shirt, I'll believe that your name
You
is
believe my name is Samuel. You see?
I
I was meant to play that role.
I have
Exactly.
a teacher. I have a teacher. He's my art teacher. His name is Mr. Sam.
So maybe that's why. You're just
see.
linking arts with...
Samuel. Okay. I see. So yeah, I like that role.
Samuel Aga. Wow, that's actually a good one. That's a really good one. Oh my god, that's perfect.
Perfect.
Maybe your name could just be Samuel Aka Nani.
Hey!
You've been christened.
I've been christened.
Samuel.
So yeah, that was my best character. But we have to go back to DK now.
Can I ask
Okay?
you a question?
Can we talk?
Do you think I can watch The Man of God?
No, except your parents allow you to. So you have to ask your parents. Your father is behind the camera. He's like, no. All right. So yes, DK. We were talking about enlightenment on the Dream account and also the reward system for children that have A's.
Okay, great. So there's the My Dream account, which is for children, like the one you have, Adeena. Your parents can open that account for you and pay in all the monies that you've made. Whether it's from money that was made during your child dedication, your naming ceremony,
Or from selling a dog.
or from selling a dog, or monies that you get as gifts from those
dancing.
dancing, aunties and uncles. All that money can be paid into your account. Or your parents can decide to put money in that account every month from their own account, and they'll be funding your account, and your account will grow. There's also the reward for A's, and it's for children in secondary school. We give $5 for every A that you make at the end of every term. All that needs to happen is your parents will bring your result to the bank. We will verify the result, and then the dollar equivalent will be paid into your account. That's exciting, right?
That's exciting.
Imagine from your JS1, that's what it's called right now, right? Or is it a different name?
Is it still
JS1,
It's still
JS7,
SS1.
Yes.
Yeah, so from JS1 to SS3, every term you can earn $5 for every single A.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
In my Dream account, I have $15. And you said that the award is for secondary. Does that mean my dad was the one who gave me the $15?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Good. And do you know how he did that? It's also very possible that your dad invested in mutual funds that pay him money monthly. You can also do that for children as well. You can decide to create an investment portfolio for your kids, whether you want to invest $100 or $200 every month for 3 years, for 5 years in different investments. And they'll keep on earning the money.
Now,
When you-
I just want to ask a little question, Nadine. I'm so sorry for cutting you short. I just want to ask a question now. Now, when you say investing for children, you have to put money every month. What of when you now default in a payment for a month?
No, it's a
What
choice.
Okay.
So you can choose to invest every month, or you can decide you want to invest once in a quarter or once in 6 months. If you buy a government bond, for example, right, you can buy government bonds with as little as 100,000 naira or 200,000 naira from your mobile app. So you can actually buy a government bond. Your dad can buy that for you. He can invest for you.
what's a government bond?
They're debt instruments. They are loans that the government issues. So if the Republic of Nigeria wants to borrow money from people, they issue a bond and people lend the government money and the government pays them interest for that money.
Okay.
The reason I find that funny is because I thought people, the government lends
give-
money people, not people lend money to the government. That doesn't make sense.
Well,
Can we put a round of applause for that question?
So you're right for thinking that way,
right.
but don't worry. I think
sometimes, and most times, actually, governments borrow money from people. They sometimes issue this instrument to mop up money from everybody so that there's not too much money
what
in
is mop up?
it. Just take,
What is
gather
like
money
taxes?
from. It's not taxes. It's not taxes. It's a way of making sure that there's not too much money in your pocket, right? That you're using to buy unnecessary things. But you can lend the money to the government. The government can use it to build new roads, build schools, and
Like
do
my school.
like your school or do major projects. And while they're using that money, they're paying you an interest. So you get to contribute to the growth
of Nigeria?
of Nigeria.
Country.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you may.
You know when you said mutual funds?
Yes.
Mutual fund is one of the many words I hear when my dad is in a meeting. But I have no idea what they
What
mean.
it means?
Can you please tell me the meaning?
I'll tell you. So, there are several kinds of investments. People could buy bonds. I'm sure you've heard of that.
Bonds, no.
Government bonds. I just talked about it now.
Oh, that one. Okay.
Yes. There's also shares. Have you heard of shares?
I think so.
So, for example, mommy can actually own part of your business if she buys the shares of your company.
Yes. On paper, she's the owner because I'm too young.
Exactly. Right? When you get to 18, of course, they would have to sell the company back to you or hand it over to you. Now, people could also buy shares. And sometimes people don't have enough knowledge about these investment instruments. You see how you're looking confused?
Yes.
There's so many of these investment instruments out there. So what happens? A professional fund manager comes. A professional.
Like,
No, I'm not a fund manager.
Okay.
But maybe. Like Adeena might be in the future.
In the future.
If we convince you to join our side. And what the person does is the person gets money from several people like you, like Akan, like Mrs. Fumi, puts it together and uses that money to buy and sell different investments. That's a mutual fund.
So,
Okay.
and you get, it depends. You may get, your investment could grow depending on the value that you put in it,
And depending
or
on
you
the-
could also get some kind of dividend
Income.
or
money.
income
I
coming
have,
on a monthly basis
I have a
from
question.
it.
For a minute, I said for a minute. For a second, I zoned out. Is share and mutual funds, are they the same thing?
No, they're not.
They're not.
A mutual fund buys shares, buys bonds. A mutual fund can even buy, who says? Let me see. Treasury bills. Have you heard of treasury bills?
Treasury.
Now that's
Bills.
getting more confusing.
What is that?
It's another instrument that the government uses to borrow money from people. But there are things that you can actually put your money and get returns. Right now you're starting a business.
Yes.
Your business can grow and you'll be big like Standard Chartered one day. And sometimes you might decide that, I want to buy another person's business. Is it possible?
I think they have taught us this in school. My teacher taught me types of buildings, business. There's there's
C.
LLC,
Soul.
So yes, sole proprietorship.
There's PLC.
PLC. No, LLC.
There's also PLC. Now, if your business, for example, let's assume Adeena, Kugels, right?
Kugels by Adeena.
Kugels by Adeena. You want to buy over, what's the name of the thrift?
The thrift sneakers place.
So if you wanted to buy the thrift sneakers place from your mommy, right? And you didn't have the money. You know, it's possible. You might not have the money, but you want to buy it. And mommy said her business was now worth 20 million naira.
Woo, prices.
Right? So what Kugels will do is Kugels will say, okay, Mr. Akan, I'm going to sell you 10% of Kugels. So he will become a partner in your
He'll
business.
become a part owner of your business.
Part owner of your business. And you tell him, I'm going to sell you 10% for 15 million naira. So what you have done is you have sold him a share in your business. Now you understand shares, right?
Yes. So does that mean he'll give me 15 million?
Exactly.
Naira, so that maybe I can work on the remaining 5 million
Yes.
and buy Kugels.
Yes.
Buy thrift.
Thrift, yeah.
I said
Buy
Kugels, three sneakers place.
Yes.
Or Adeena.
Exactly.
And because he owns part of your business, remember he gave you 15 million.
Yes.
Any profit you make,
you give
you're
him
going to give
Yes.
him.
Because we are now
portion.
partners. We'll now own a share.
Oh,
part
that's
of your company.
Partnership.
no shares. So yes,
Shares.
shareholding.
Shares.
So he's a shareholder.
Shareholders.
So he's a shareholder.
I've taught me that.
Exactly. Now, that's one way people invest. Okay? So what a mutual fund is, right? It's basically a fund, a pool of money that somebody manages, and the person goes and buys different shares from different companies. Sometimes he will buy with the price when the prices are low. Sometimes he can choose to sell it when the prices of those shares have gone up. He doesn't also only buy shares. He can also buy, like I said, bonds. Right? Remember we talked about bonds?
Yes, government bonds.
Government
Yes.
bonds. Companies also issue bonds.
Government bonds, okay.
Company also issue bonds. So he can also buy.
Can I?
Yes, you may.
Oh, you know how when you say bonds, I get confused.
Okay.
Just for me, can you please say G bonds?
G bonds.
G-bonds.
Okay, so G bonds.
G-bonds.
Or gov bonds. I
Or
like
gov
G bonds.
bonds.
I like G
G
bonds.
G bonds. Okay, so your fund manager can actually buy G bonds and buy shares. And so for the investor who doesn't know too much, it's better for you to put your money in the hands of someone who knows a whole lot, has
That can
so
help
much
you.
information, and can act very swiftly and
With
quickly
your money.
and
Thank
make more
you.
money for you.
Wow. Thank you very much,
But
DK.
is it possible for the people that know so much, do you give them your money to do something?
So if they are fund managers,
Okay. But what if they steal your money?
No.
so good. Now, what Standard Chartered does,
Is make sure that people don't steal your money.
that's one. But two, because Standard Chartered has been around for so many years, what the bank does is they partner with some of the best fund managers across the world. People who have very strong reputation and are upheld to the highest levels of integrity. Do you know what integrity is?
Integrity.
They're very honest people
Honest, okay.
and they are very regulated. You know about regulation, right?
Yes, regulations, rules and regulations.
Exactly. Now, the reason why we do that is because we do not want our clients, people like Adeena, to come back tomorrow and say all their money is gone because we didn't know who we gave
the
their money to. Right? So we partner with some of the people with the best funds in the world, and we make sure that those funds are available to our clients in Nigeria. We also make sure that we only give our clients G-bonds, right? From entities that we trust, like the Republic of Nigeria and other countries across the world. That way, we know that our clients' monies are secure. Because remember, we're not only doing the investments for today, but we're thinking about tomorrow. And forever. Right?
And I heard that people like to say tomorrow instead of saying so many years later.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tomorrow could be when you're 50.
50.
Yes. You have to
Could be
start
when you're
planning
11.
now. Could be when you're 11.
50.
Okay, 25.
That's not that old.
Yes. So you could actually build a portfolio today, right? And you start building and investing every month so that when you're 25 and you're in school, even before daddy thinks of sending you pocket money, your investments are giving you pocket money.
Right.
You know, talking about when you're 25, we had an event recently with one of our fund house partners. And, you know, one thing that popped out, the guy told us that, you know, if you start investing on a monthly, if you want to be a millionaire in dollars, right? If you start investing at the age of 25, about $155 on a monthly basis.
If you're how old?
At the age of 25, for
Okay.
example. He started with the least. The least he started with was 25. If you start at the age of 25, by the time you're 60, you'll be a millionaire in dollars. And it got me thinking, and I was like, 25 is even old.
Yeah.
You know, we have kids,
Yeah.
you know, we have younger kids. So you can imagine if you start at Adeena's age now, at 9, and she starts investing on a monthly basis diligently, even if she starts with 20 equivalent of $20, before she's 50, she'll be a millionaire in dollars.
Right.
You know, so, I mean,
I think that's very interesting.
Yes.
I want you to shed more light on something that I've always heard. And I think that people, let's have more knowledge about this and how it works and how we can get that. I mean, there's some children, so there's some of our mates, some of my friends, you just see, I'm like, now trust fund kid. What trust
What
fund
does
kid?
it-
That's what I need to know. I don't know what it means. So
I'll tell you.
can you enlighten us on what trust fund kids is?
So what parents do when they're building their personal wealth, they're building their investment portfolios, it grows so much. It's very large, and they hand it over to some people to professionally manage it. It's called a trust fund. Okay? Now, what that trust fund is, imagine if your daddy has put aside, what's the largest amount you can think of in dollars?
Dollars? Can I go to billion?
Yes.
Maybe my lucky number 699 billion.
Wow. Good.
My lucky number is 699.
So 699 billion. And it's just there. And the rules are, when Adeena turns 21, give her XYZ amount so that she can buy her house. When she's getting married, give her this. When her children are born, let's pay
Give her
their school
this.
fees, right? So the fund will keep on paying school fees. When they get to a certain age, pay for them to go to this class to learn about how to manage wealth. When they want to go on internships, look for the best places for them to do their internship. All that money has been built
Over time.
over time.
I see.
So you can actually do that.
So
and
it
put
keeps,
it in place.
and because it's a trust fund, what happens is that it keeps getting invested and reinvested. The compound
Yes,
interest is what is then used on the
exactly.
profit to
Yeah.
then
Exactly.
disperse funds.
It's
I
not
see.
just for them to just scatter it and share the money to everybody who will squander.
So it outlives even them and their
Yes.
children and their children's children.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So I mean, so if we're talking about like growing wealth and investment, what is the difference between that and the trust fund? So is there anywhere it's
So
intersects?
it's intertwined, right?
Okay.
So for us, the way we view wealth here, right, within the bank, is today, tomorrow, forever. Now, forever talks about legacy, and legacy is where you come towards what are you putting in place for the next generation. Now, you could actually grow the portfolio and move it over to a trust fund or whatever it is, but the key thing is building the wealth till you get to that point and you're saying, okay, this part of my wealth that I'm putting aside is to take care of my children, my grandchildren, and the generations unborn.
I think that should be the dream and the goal of every parent
Yes,
to be able to do. And I don't
absolutely.
think you have to be wealthy
You
to
don't.
start it.
You
to
don't.
do that.
You don't.
So that
Like
when
I
you
said,
grow, there's
no
a-
matter how small it is, just
yeah,
start.
you can start.
And it's never too late to start. Just do it.
And I think that is very important. I mean, it's Children's Day. I mean, we're bringing this to a close. And I've really enjoyed today's episode. I've learned so much. And thank you for asking so many questions, Adeena, because I've learned so much from the answers. I didn't know I didn't have the answers.
You can
to
always
those.
count on me
I
to
will.
ask.
you're not my G, my friend.
Yes.
You
Because
understand?
you be my G.
For life.
And I think it's very, very interesting that you're very intelligent, and I think that is important for kids to also learn money culture.
Yes.
So what money culture is basically how you have a relationship with money, how you treat money, how you spend or save. So is there any tips that your father has taught you or things he tells you about money? Can you share with us?
Well, I actually have my own tips. I feel like if you're a kid, you're still living on your parents' roof, you're not like a teenager, and you keep getting money, I don't think you should spend that money. Because when money enters my account, I'm
It
not
doesn't
using
come
it
out.
anymore. It doesn't come out. I don't think I'm old enough to start using the account. So
Basically, because your parents provide everything you need and want, right?
yes.
Right.
So I feel like if there's something you really, really, really want, instead of, you can just save your money till you have the perfect amount for that thing. Another tip I have is, if you want something, let's say your parents want to buy something for you, but you really want, but you really want to work hard for that thing. Maybe you can work for half of it, your parents give you the other half. I've seen that in so many cartoons.
Yeah.
And I've seen it in a cartoon and a book.
Wow, that's nice.
Actually, so you can work for half of it. You get the other half of it. And you got what you want.
So
Right.
people should invest money and have, saving culture to keep more money, get more money. If you have money, doesn't mean you shouldn't work. You should go out, earn money, and save money, but also take some time to invest more.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Adeena.
I mean, that's how Jeff Bezos became rich.
I know.
That's how.
And he also, so instead of, he didn't just invest or save money, he also had a business just like you.
Yes, he had Amazon.
Yes.
He's the owner of Amazon. Who's the richest man in the world?
Him.
No, it's not him.
Okay, Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
I don't know how Elon Musk has all this money. But I'm pretty sure now that he has money, he isn't a proud person. I'm pretty sure he still goes out.
He still works.
So who's the richest man in Nigeria?
Aliko Dangote.
Oh.
Well done.
Oh my God, it's been such a fun episode.
With Adeena.
I mean, I think it was a very
a
cute
pleasure.
idea to have a child here with us for
Yes.
Children's Day,
absolutely.
right?
Yes, Adeena, thank you very much.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot from you, you know.
Yes.
You guys
All
don't
your
thank
tips
me.
on money.
I should be thanking you guys for giving me this opportunity. I never thought out of so many children, I would be the person to be picked for something this special.
Aww.
I always thought that when there's something, a competition with plenty people, I always thought that, am I sure I can win? Because in school, last year, I got second best overall in the whole of year 4. But this year, I got second best overall in my class. And I'm not happy with the way I jumped down. There's a girl named Jessica. She's really I'm sorry. I'm almost done. Her name is Jessica. And she always wins best overall. And she's the one I'm trying to beat.
Yeah.
But my parents told me that I shouldn't be trying to beat her. And I should be trying to beat myself.
Yes.
Oh,
A round of applause for your parents. First of all, you have amazing parents.
Yes, I'm the best parent in the world.
Oh.
Oh,
Well
that's
done,
so
Daddy.
cute. Thank you
Well
so
done, Mommy.
much. All right, guys, you heard it from Adeena. Children, if you're out there watching this episode, and parents, if you are the one watching this episode, please share with your kids so that they can also know that they can create wealth. And of course, they can hear some of Adeena's tips on how children can create wealth. Thank you again for listening to our episode. You are still on WealthCast by Standard Chartered. And make sure you check out our other episodes. Thank you for
Thank
joining
you.
us. Thank you,
Thank
DK.
you, Akan.
And again,
Thank you,
thank you,
Akan.
special Adeena.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Akan. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Peace.